let me just.
Terry is giving Micah a hand job.
I am not. I don't like this anymore.
Sounds like a weird hand job to me.
Oh, uncomfortable.
Do you guys link toes?
Yeah.
Ew. So you are at the orphanage, which is is being taken care of by Elle or Eleanor.
Right. Primarily her.
Mm-hmm. She's taking care of these girls. She's being very mothering, and you also is she with you? Is with you?
No, she
No.
has not shown up yet.
She works at the library still. Cool.
Yeah.
Or she's still at work.
We met her at the library.
We met her at the library, but she has not come up for dinner. She is the daughter of the gentleman.
Remington.
Remington.
Alma Remington.
And she's adopted.
Yeah.
Did the Remington guns disappear when we time traveled?
Yes.
Damn. If we're not doing anything, if we're just eating dinner, right? We're just eating dinner?
Yeah.
Okay. Afterwards, is it light out or is it dark now?
I mean, it's about like this time right now.
Twilight.
So you look outside.
Toilet.
I think
Toilet.
Twilight
Carter
Breaking
is
Dawn Part
going
2?
to offer to maybe do house repairs if necessary in the morning, like kind of to help out a little bit. Maybe
Since they're housing us for the
since you're
night.
housing us, like
Also, we really need to talk to Elle.
yeah, and we also really need to talk
She
to
kind
Elle.
of like encouraged us to get off specifically so we could talk to her.
Yeah. I mean, I assume we're waiting for the kids to go to bed.
Yeah. So kids come out, food, fine. It's pretty okay. I mean, you guys considering like old time anything, you're like it's a little bland, but
Do you guys have salt?
yes.
Salt is a commodity in this era. We may not actually. Should
Can
we
I have
go for it?
all of it?
Yeah, they have like seasonings.
Okay.
Not like intense seasonings, but like they're like, yes, we have the salt.
I'm just bullshit RPing. So, yeah.
Alright,
Okay, the girls.
Is it a fairly silent? Do we pray to the goddess before anything like that? Because this seems like a very religious community around the goddesses.
Jennifer interrupts people or start eating, and Jennifer's the one that goes the whole. We have to pray.
Creepy girl, creepy child.
Are we gonna join hands?
So she like puts her hands into kind of a weird prayer thing, but she turns them to the side whenever she clasps them. So
Right.
it's almost like whenever you're holding.
She's clasping her own hands.
Yeah.
I mimic her because I don't do this very often.
Next to you is just Olivia, and she just kind of pulls your hands apart, and she just goes.
Don't.
She just makes the crazy gesture.
Okay, is this not a very big thing then? I was under the impression that the religion of the goddesses was like a thing. I say this quietly to Olivia.
It's gonna be hard to whisper this. This girl has an
Yeah.
accent. I won't in this
You
situation.
don't have to. I didn't.
So
Don't whisper. It's said quietly.
yeah, it said quietly under the breath kind of thing. Well, the goddesses are fine, but Jennifer takes it to a weird place.
Oh, great. I listen intently.
I plug my ears. I can't.
You look over and Meg just does the same thing.
Yeah, Meg and I are just...
But Meg's like moving her black hair and just kind of like...
I follow Meg's. I feel like Meg knows what's going on, so I'm just gonna be like...
She starts screeching now.
Speaking in tongues.
I've been in similar situations Carlo has, and so when he saw that someone was about to shut down the meal, he just took like half of his potato and put it in his mouth. So he looks like he's being at least somewhat reverent, but he's really just working his way through a potato.
With
just
his
like
mouth
shaved.
kind of-
Yeah, his mouth is full, and between his tongue and his teeth, he's just working his way through his potato.
Eleanor's just kind of looking at you. Hark unto the goddesses who rule at 4 points, for they shall be the end bringers, and through the end shall rebirth begin. Blessed be their names. She just drops her hands, sits down, and just eats quietly.
Jennifer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so she's like one of those, like, hellbringers.
Yeah, I lean over to Carlo and I'm like, did you get a fire and brimstone feel from that church we were in? Because I didn't get it.
Carlo can't talk yet.
You okay, buddy?
The steam is just like escaping from my mouth. The potato is much hotter than I anticipated. And so coming through my face mask is just like steam.
You don't have a face mask.
Oh.
It's
Yeah. So yeah,
You're,
just
you're
got
not
through
attractive, but you're
my
not.
through my mouth is just like little tendrils of steam just coming out. My eyes are kind of watering.
I'll leave you to it. And I just kind of eat quietly.
So they eat, and it's ye olden time. So Eleanor stands up and tells the girls to wash up and go to bed. They have a busy day tomorrow.
Oh boy.
And so we have books.
That we got from the
We
library.
have books we got from the library. I set those on the table once we've cleared the table. Does anyone have a notebook?
Carlo
Paper?
used to, but I think
I
we
don't
lost
have
a lot
any
of
paper
shit
at all.
in the time travel.
Do you? Okay. Well, then we'll have to take really
We'll be
good
fine.
mental notes. And so I set those down, and I wait for Elle to get ready, or to be to sit down and actually discuss things with us.
Yeah, come through, and you see that she's setting out another plate.
What's that for?
She kind of looks at you and just smiles and keeps walking.
That's for Alma.
She walks over to you. No.
I've got another
Wait,
mouthful of
Alma?
food.
Where Alma is?
You hear the door open, and Alma walks in, fixes her glasses. And why are you all here?
We were invited. We're guests.
Why are
Treat
you
us
here?
as such.
Your dad's up at the other building. Dad. Quotes. I don't say that in that way because that would make no colloquial sense to them.
She takes off her glasses and kind of looks at him. Mr. Remington is not my father. She just kind of stares at you.
He made it sound like he was more responsible for you than the orphanage.
No, Alma. He took you in at a very young age. He's the closest thing to a father than most any of the girls here have ever seen. While I know you don't appreciate him, you should respect him a little bit.
Oh, good. She doesn't like him either. I'm okay with this. I didn't get a good vibe from him.
Me
Also,
either.
there's some food for you. Please eat.
I start forward. Oh, you meant oh, okay. Just
She comes back over with you and just hands you like a little chunk of chocolate.
gracias.
She made a weird face at him. That was great.
That's some bitter chocolate too, I bet.
I've been worse.
It's sweet at the time. Going to do with this poor people chocolate.
I don't care. I want some chocolate.
Probably not.
You ever take a bite of bake out of chocolate?
Yeah, I actually don't hate it.
Imagine 3 times worse.
I kind of want some. And he holds out his hand to Carlo again.
I gave you some. I don't actually have any chocolate.
All right, so
Carter gets chocolate.
Carlo gets chocolate from.
It's kind of gross.
Right, as expected, but wanted to know.
You're just like, oh, Ivan, why would you do this to us?
Suck it. I'm saying a lot of this out loud, I realize.
No one's kind of responding to you,
Yeah.
especially these two.
Yeah. I think at this point they're probably used to it.
Yeah, so Alma sits down and she's eating. She's very proper. You want to talk about something?
Yeah. Actually quite a few things. So I've already cleared the air and I've let you know that we're actually here to protect you.
Alma. You're speaking to Alma,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
She just looks up at you. Yeah.
Cool. So, we're gonna do that. Just gotta figure out exactly how we're gonna do that.
In my opinion, one of the people we are probably protecting you from is Remington. Just my opinion.
I don't fully disagree with you, Go. I have an inkling of a doubt, but I definitely think we need to keep our guard up around him.
He's not gonna speak to us.
And goes,
Like,
sorry, and Alma's just kind of looking at us and eating.
Her eyes are closed.
Oh, her eyes are closed and she's eating. That is weird. That is a weird thing to do.
she's blocking us out.
That's also rude.
Trying.
That's rude. And I'm waiting for Carlo to start talking, but to start talking louder and louder until she acknowledges him.
I don't think she wants to talk to us.
I think we should talk to Eleanor.
Yeah, I think
Eleanor's gonna be way more responsive.
Elle's gonna be way more helpful.
Yeah, so
Less
Ella's
petulant, perhaps.
cleaning some dishes.
Being the lady that I am,
I forgot Go was a lady.
how? I'm wearing a dress now.
It really just doesn't even register.
I'm gonna go and assist her with dishes because that would be the normal thing to do. And I'm gonna casually chat her up.
As you both come in, Ellen looks at you. Oh, if you wouldn't mind, there's some firewood out back if you can bring in.
I do that.
Thank you so much. So, how long have you known the boys?
Wow. Almost 6 months? Roughly?
A short period of time, but if I were you, a lady of your stature, I would settle down fast.
My stature or my stature? Like height.
Both, no. Yes, one as small as you needs protection.
I'm good. Awkward.
Well, I am noted at once to have been quite a matchmaker, so if you ever need anything like that, let me know.
Carter leaves the room and is like, I'm gonna go help Carla with wood.
Well, okay. So, Arclight. How long have you been working for them? That's a casual conversation.
Oh, well, initially I was brought on just to be a caretaker for the girls, but, well, once I proved a couple of their scientists wrong and they elected to not burn me for being a witch.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you didn't
I
think
thought this place was supposed to be progressive.
progressive enough, but
You could have people of every different race, but witches are still...
which is a strong word. A lot of the men that work at the laboratory, they don't like being upstaged by a woman.
Oh, I thought you were going to say rejected at first. I'm
The
not gonna lie.
perks of being married to Remington.
You're married to Remington.
Almost. It's a process.
Oh, no.
How loud were we in the other room?
Huh?
You guys are outside getting wood.
Yeah, I know.
Alma doesn't seem to like you, though.
She is a troubled girl. She used to care for me, but once Remington asked for my hand and I accepted, she grew...
Distant.
That would be a kind way of putting it. You're clumping. Ah, it seems like they're back.
When we were out there getting what was the, is there an axe?
It's all pre-cut.
She just needed you to get the wood.
But was there an axe there, though?
That question always makes me so nervous.
No.
Probably in a wood shop.
The man who did that took it home with him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's only ladies here other than you two.
No, there's boys.
Oh, Seymour,
There's
Seymour.
our dentist, Chester, and Seymour.
But there are boys.
Yeah, they're all boys.
I mean, they're like 13. They should have a family by now.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you're wrong or not, because I know there's a lot of like weird age things from the olden times, the old days.
18
Girls
middle
were-
age.
Yeah, girls were supposed to start having kids by the time they were 13 to 15.
Which is,
I know, isn't that disturbing?
Which is a fun thing. 'Cause how old are these girls?
Marrying age.
Mm.
And Eleanor's a matchmaker. No! Protect them! Protect them!
Oh my god. She just pimps out the girl. No, it's not true. Where is it? Find out next time on Elemantra. That's the episode right there. Just 10 minutes.
10 minutes of episode.
Yep, cut it.
Cut it. Done.
Just kidding, guys. We're back. Previously on Elemantra.
Previously on Elemantra, she just poured out all the girls.
Anyway,
Matchmaker, make me a match.
I'm chatting with her. Are we almost through the dishes?
Yeah, you guys are finished up. She's pretty much just drying her hands on her little apron thing.
So we're piling firewood by the fireplace. Does it need a good stoking?
No, it's good.
Damn. I'm trying to find weapons for Carlo.
I'm fine.
I don't like being unarmed.
I'm never unarmed.
I guess that's fair.
Well, Eleanor. Or should I call you Elle?
Oh, Elle's perfectly fine. My friends call me that.
Okay. The three of us are very new to this town.
Oh, I'm fully aware. You have the scent of time on you.
Sorry about that.
Wait, you're... what?
Are you back in the room?
You said we were back.
You're back.
Wait,
the firewood
are
in
you
the
saying
kitchen?
that you're aware?
I was not ready for that, and I don't know why it's so funny.
Sorry about that.
Oh, well, of course I am.
So you know we're not from here this time.
No, I don't know if most people can sense that from you, but I can.
Yeah, we're from the future.
She just...
She does. She believes me. Oh, wow.
I have no reason not to believe you.
That was easy. Normally there's a lot of convincing.
And we're very confused. Because timeline-wise, this is not where you should be.
That's strange. I have lived my entire life here.
Well, we saw videos of you in a more modern setting. Well, modern to us. Roughly 400 more years modern. Roughly, right? We're thinking like this is like 16 or 1700s. Colonial.
I would say that video was probably 350, 375, but yeah, about 400 years.
I thought that the video, first of all, she was taking a video, so
Right,
it had
yeah.
to have at least been, and it was on a digital platform, so it had to have at least been the 90s, at the very least.
So 90s, yeah, so about 400 years, roughly.
Oh, well...
I'm not part of this.
I'm just like,
Are you saying this out
sussing.
loud, like, so I take a video and stuff?
Yes.
Oh, well, we are afforded a lot of odd amenities, actually, at the labs.
But she was in a lab coat and modern clothes. I say she, I mean you.
Are we back in the room yet?
Yeah, now you guys are, like,
Okay.
totally back. You unloaded all the
Can we
wood.
see the lab?
Oh, I can take you up there tomorrow.
What time?
I normally leave around dawn. I like to get a good work in.
Sure. Carter's like, I'm an early riser. It's fine.
Make sure I don't get left behind.
Starring Kirk Cameron.
Left behind.
Or
That was a
Nicolas
weird
Cage.
reference.
There's a Nicolas Cage version.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nick Cage everything there.
no.
Cage is electric.
Yeah, that seems like the obvious next step.
Nick Cage
But
was
Alma
supposed to
is
be
still
airborne.
eating in the other room, correct?
Huh?
Alma is still eating in the other room, right?
Yeah, like when you guys left her, she was in the kitchen area.
Are the kids aware of all the lab stuff and stuff? Does Alma ever go up to the lab with you?
Diboro.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I want. Does Alma ever go up to the lab with you?
Oh, yes, Alma goes up to the lab with her, mostly at Remington's request.
Does there seem to be a pattern to those
No.
requests?
No, not really. It's at random times, and mostly she just works close with him as an assistant. She's a brilliant girl.
Where we're from, she was the victim of some rather unpleasant behavior that took place at the lab. It's why we were sent to protect her.
She looks like real concerned. That's, I assure you, nothing like that's ever happened whenever I've been there.
We also... Go ahead. I think you're saying the same thing I was going to say.
Then you go ahead. I've said a lot of things.
We also are under the interpretation that she may have been split in two.
Yeah, while she's
like
saying
two
that,
people.
while she's saying that, Carter's just sitting there, like fingers together and then splitting them apart, like trying to put together the way he wanted to say it, and then goes just like blah 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 blah, and he's like that.
So I don't know what you're speaking of. I'm at the lab every day. I can show you my research notes. I work extremely close with research and development.
Look, that's all well and good, but
We don't think that this has happened yet.
it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet.
She kind of gets, like, stern. As long as I am in charge and in care of these girls, no matter how old, no matter when they should or should not have left, they will not be injured.
I mean, she wasn't injured. She ran off and was, causing mayhem.
I'm not so concerned about you letting harm come to them so much as I am concerned about something happening to you as you try to stop something and you do not succeed in stopping something.
She can't laugh. I can take care of myself.
I don't doubt that, but there's always someone stronger than you.
Do you know a Harvard?
Oh, well, yes.
Does he work at the lab?
He's new to the lab.
Is he now?
Mhm.
Is he now? Time jumping motherfucker. I say this out loud. I do say that out loud. Language.
Oh, you called him a time jumper?
That's one way of putting it.
Well, he's not an elemental.
What?
eh.
That's the word you used, correct?
Yeah,
Elemental?
And I'm like,
mentalist.
and
yeah.
I go through and describe him physically. Does he match this description?
She walks over and takes like an old like picture thing off the wall where it's like of like the main scientist kind of thing and her. Third one on the right, correct? And it's
Harvard.
It's Harvard. A
Go.
little younger looking.
Go. This is Harvard.
How
right?
would someone who's not an elemental go about gaining elemental abilities?
Can you do that?
No, it's not possible.
Well,
Apparently it is, because that motherfucker,
She just looks at you about your language.
that man is in our time. And he is notorious for freezing time around the library and all sorts of things. He is 100% an elemental in our timeline.
Elementalist.
You just hear her sigh. Is it impossible for me to eat in peace?
Yes,
She stands
oh,
up.
I thought we were talking to Dishes Girl.
You are.
we are. But she's in the
Yeah,
almost
she's
in the other room.
room and we're talking
Oh, okay.
loudly.
So you hear just Alma get up. I will continue my dinner outside.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth.
Who are Wayne and Garth?
I thought you were going outside.
That's a different person.
Oh.
Oh, this is Elle.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, you couldn't tell? Almost like moody and angsty.
it's a reference from our time. You'll get it eventually. If
No,
you-
she won't.
If she lives to
Wow, way to be fucking dark. No, she won't.
I mean,
She's not gonna
And
live
Go
that
pulls
long.
out a knife. No, she won't.
punches go.
Speaking of which, while we're doing this, I do take the knife that I used to peel the potatoes.
Okay.
Didn't you use
You have something.
your barber razor thing?
Oh, did I
you
have
kept-
my
you kept your
razor blade?
You have
Yeah.
your razor blade.
Yeah, you
okay.
kept your
It's
shaving-
old school looking now.
Okay.
It's like Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney. Yeah, it was a Sweeney Todd razor.
It always was.
Oh, well,
But
then.
now it's...
At last, my arm is complete! That's my particular take on it.
Moving on. No, there's no way for someone to gain elemental powers. The only time it's possible is if they awaken, but
Are you sure he's not hiding his elemental powers?
she points at all of you. Nova, partially lightning, chamber.
People always expect us to be impressed when they do that, and I never am.
I have two girls upstairs who are about to awaken themselves. One is a fire elemental and one is an earth elemental.
Ah, sorry, we'll keep it down.
Not what I meant, but please do refrain from shouting.
No, okay. See, I don't care that you can sense it in us. We're not very good at hiding it. I'm telling you,
No one hides it here. And even if they could, that's my ability, you could say.
You're not full elementalist,
No,
but you
but
can.
I have a complete radar on everyone who is an elementalist.
Carter had to calm himself.
I am just tapping you on your brain. Shush.
I hope that picks up.
Neck pop.
It looks like it.
Sweet. Okay. We'll put this debate on hold. And we will find out what we find out tomorrow at the lab. But keep an open mind and understand that Harvard is not what he appears to be. We have been fooled by him before, and I do not wish it upon you. And I ask, and where's my room? And I really appreciate you letting us stay here.
Per guidelines of me running this institute, I cannot allow you two to sleep in the main house.
Okay.
Guest house.
Is there a guest house or a tent?
Or service quarter house, probably.
You will be sleeping in the boys' quarters. They've already prepared a cot for both of you. 2 separate cots.
Sweet.
Are you saying they can't sleep in the same cot? Huh?
Well,
I'm
one is
joking.
rather large and shoulder, and the other one is lanky, but appears to be fast. So I assume that if they would try to sleep next to each other, one would end up being punched.
Well, I hear this one likes to do like weird whale movements and just like jump up and flip in the air and then land.
This is why he sleeps in his car.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm not there for that.
Anyway,
However, there's a room upstairs that I have prepared for you.
and I'm just like, to bed.
Go remembers. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm a girl.
As we're leaving, I look like, where's Go? Oh, right.
Go's a girl.
Go's a girl. And I just walk off into the boys' chambers. Chambers? Quarters?
Quarters. So it's like a miniature house kind of thing?
Uh-huh.
No. Not like that.
And they're just like making their beds and singing a little song.
So,
Welcome to the boys' quarters.
Did I give you 3 boys or 4? 3? 3? Cool. They're still up playing cards.
What game are you guys playing?
Strip poker. No.
No, you are not.
We're playing This is Wild. And they got this little tiny card deck.
No.
Oh.
You could not hold that one in. I watched you try.
They were just playing poker.
Oh, deal me in. That's not what everyone was trying to catch. But yeah.
One of them looks at you. He's Southern, by the way, so I'm sorry.
It's cool.
Well, I have an unfortunate thing to tell you that if you are going to be getting up in the morning, such as you are, I would recommend sleep. Our games typically go on for about 6 hours.
And how old is this child?
13.
You do not sound 13.
Have you heard 13-year-old boys going through puberty?
I don't really know.
Also,
Yeah, you didn't really
Southern
go through puberty,
boys.
did you?
No, I'm still waiting on that. Thanks for that joke, guys. You're so funny.
Anyway,
Point and laugh at the non-puberty guy.
he has hit puberty.
Right. Anyway, and I sit down and I'm like, look, I'm going to get bored and tired eventually, but right now I'm too wired, too angry, it's not happening. Deal me in.
Well, what say you, Seymour? Oh, that sounds like Seymour.
I'm fine.
Trigger. Let them play if they want.
Carlo, you in?
I'm already in the cot.
He's asleep.
Oh.
He's out cold.
I flip you
It's
off.
in a different room, by the way.
You flip me off? Well, alright.
Gambling is just a way the bourgeois keep the masses distracted, at each other's throats, fighting over the crumbs that they leave us after they're done devouring the pie.
We're betting on who has to get up first to start doing yard work.
Oh, so I'm not going to be a part of this.
They're betting manual labor. What's funny is the game goes on super late, but whoever wins gets to sleep in till like the normal time.
Right. So
However, if you lose, you have to stay behind and do all their chores.
Right, so they deal me in, they tell me what the stakes are, and I just I fold. And I walk away and I lay down.
Cool. You hear them just laugh. The doors, it's actually pretty quiet when you close the door, like it actually...
Yeah.
So, night happens, sleep happens, no nightmare.
Can I do a self-check on my elemental costs?
Ghosts can't time travel.
Ghosts can't time travel.
Actually, though, ghosts can't time travel.
It's like your elemental costs are perfectly fine. He's not there.
I'm actually kind of sad. Go's distraught.
I mean, the uptick means he hasn't died yet.
Because he's been with me literally since the beginning, and I feel kind of empty.
Heavy metal lyrics.
When I go to bed and I shut the door behind me, I kind of I'm assuming Carlo is not asleep yet.
No.
And I sit down on the edge of my cot and I'm like, Carlo, real question. Do you have a plan?
Never.
Do you have any kind of idea what's going on here?
Well, the goddess didn't tell us she was sending us here to do anything. She told us she was sending us here to learn something.
Right. No, I got that, but what I'm trying to ask is, if we can affect time, do you think we should?
I think when the moment comes to make that decision, it'll be a lot more obvious than it is right now. And as I'm having this conversation with him, I am leaning some sort of piece of furniture against the door, so if anyone tries to come in during the night, the furniture will tip over and make a loud noise.
Right. All right, man. I just, yeah. And I roll over and pretend to sleep.
Question, can I roll for how well I sleep? Then?
You're going to sleep decent enough. You're going to get about 8 hours.
Okay.
So, you don't need to roll for that. Also, you're going to get your first pure, real good night's sleep, Micah. So it might feel like the best sleep for you without no nightmares. I restarted my phone. Oh. So yeah, You're the first one to wake up because you hear a little knocking at your door.
Okay, I go to my door. Is it Elle?
It's Elle, and she's fully dressed. You see that Elle is wearing modern clothes.
What the fuck?
She's wearing like the pants kind of style thing, and there's a lab coat. Are you ready?
I
don't mean ready to go, ready to get out.
I didn't think women were supposed to wear trousers.
In the lab, I'm permitted, but I don't really want to change there. Anyway, you get dressed. I left you some, as you call them, modern clothes by your bedside.
How modern is modern?
Old. So, like...
It's just a zoot suit.
I'm imagining going in a zoot suit.
No.
Huge shoulders.
Think like late 90s. Like that kind of style.
Really?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, it's not pretty. That's for you guys. You know there's something propped against the door.
Carter did not
I
sleep. He wakes
leap
up.
out of bed and crack the door open. Hi.
Carter starts moving the thing.
Are you boys ready?
Yes.
Yeah, fully dressed.
I guess there's no need for you to change. I just figured the other one would be more comfortable.
Probably. You got her some, like, normal clothes, right?
Well, it took some digging, but I found something that I think will be in her style.
You got it off a corpse?
No, I didn't sleep last night. I went to the lab to grab a few things.
You were at the lab last night and you didn't take us?
Ooh.
She holds out like a weird ID badge kind of thing. It only works during the day.
Then why were you...
So how were you able to get in?
I went into the lab. I didn't say I went inside the lab.
You had to grab things.
Okay, so there's...
You'll see when you get there.
Okay.
Right. And I pull on shoes, step outside. I don't trust any of these people, and I walk out. Someone's lying. Or purposefully ignoring the truth, so...
So, you go up to the lab.
Oh, you're just walking?
I'm skipping the horse ride.
Thank
Nothing gonna happen on
you.
the horse ride. It's just gonna be a horse ride. So it's about a 30-minute ride by horse.
Carter looks dead.
Did you still not sleep?
No.
Ivan did that.
Ivan's fully rested.
Maybe
So,
Ivan should come up.
he's not needed right now.
So you pull it to the lab. It looks super nice. And as you went through, there was like a veil kind of thing you hit that like kept the way it looked hidden. So it's like that way the onlookers don't see the actual potential of this lab.
Okay.
You see that there's like a textile thing over there, and there's just like not baskets of clothes, but like laid out clothes for like people to wear.
Huh. You know, for a place that prides itself on not keeping secrets,
Seems like a secret.
seems like a secret.
It's one that I don't like.
Well,
You seem to not like a lot of things here.
Are the clothes all
Only
from
you
different
know.
time periods?
Yep.
So these clothes, where do they come from?
It's part of the thing that the factory pulls from. It plots time and then pulls things from it that it finds important.
I see a Pokemon card.
no, I was gonna be like,
Not actually important.
That's a Squirtle.
It's a Squirtle.
is this an improbability drive? Is this thing powered by an improbability drive? Did you read that book?
Yeah, all 5 of them.
Yes, actually.
Oh my god.
I was making a joke. This thing's actually powered by an improbability drive?
Mostly. I believe I understand what you're referencing. Or at least the terminology.
We should run.
In Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the improbability drive, when fired up, transports you to all possibilities at once, so your chances of ending up anywhere are infinite. So it's an instantaneous engine that runs on improbability.
It's really weirdly clever.
Yeah, so close kind of thing. Only it just pulls things that it finds important.
Cool.
So, like, what Go was wearing was, like, the Fashion Week it of, like, 1987.
Oh god.
Does it take requests?
No.
Wow.
It's actually... She kind of pushes her hair back. It's from my design, so...
You can... Right. I mean, that's impressive,
And
but...
she still thinks I'm a girl.
Well,
You are.
you are a girl.
Yeah, but she didn't give me male clothes is what I mean. She gave me from Fashion Week of 1997.
Oh, I thought she gave you male clothes.
No.
Oh.
I think kind of like that.
90s.
So yeah, so she kind of walks through and you see it like pulls out like a random other outfit of clothes. Oh, well, this looks unfortunate.
Is it my armor coat? Because I really would like that back.
No.
God damn it.
What is it?
It's like just a bunch of denim.
Oh. That needs to go back. That needs to never become a thing.
No, you'd like to actually see the lab?
Yes.
Right after you burn the denim.
Actually, I can't. All I can do is interact with it. After a certain time frame, it will disappear, but be replaced with modern clothes for us.
Okay, good.
Oh. I was like...
It's sort of like denim.
Alright, yeah, let's go inside.
So you go inside, and it's immaculate. It's like everything that you think that Arcolite Scientorium wants to be. No.
Does the layout appear to be the same layout?
Similar, but not the exact same. Like, what they were renovating is different.
Okay. Right. So...
So this is not the same building that we were in a dilapidated version of?
The part that you're in, like the newer version, is different. The dilapidated part is matching.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's like the chunk where like all the renovations had happened. That chunk is new to you, but it all makes sense.
Right, gotcha. Okay. So,
There we go.
I guess
Go with that.
give us the grand tour?
I actually have some work to do, but I will hand you off to my assistant who I think you will get a kick out of.
I hear it, and here I thought you were going to let us wander around unsupervised.
So you hear footsteps and you
Wander around unsupervised.
you hear a very familiar voice.
No! Harvard, fuck you!
I kick him in the dick.
I also kick him in the dick.
Really?
We said we were going to.
The next time they saw him,
We
they
declared intention.
And then Go doesn't come with us, and Harvard just kills us both, and that's the story, is that time Go broke solidarity and we just died.
But no, this is me giving him a reason to hate me in the future.
It's true, Go's not going to do that.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not kicking him in the nuts.
So walks over. Hi.
Hi.
I walk away. I'm going to head over to the place when we were here in the future where we saw the symbol on the wall.
Okay, it is just a painting.
Cool. I inspect it, look around it, look behind it.
People are just kind of looking like, what the hell is this guy doing? But there's nothing behind it, nothing on it, except for just the paint.
And do I get any sort of sense from the area?
There's a lot of elementals, but there's also a lot of non-elementals.
I take the picture off and take the back off and see if there's anything in it.
Oh,
trust me, I'm a professional.
He is, actually.
well, okay then, if you'd like, there are more paintings around if you'd like to continue your repair.
We'll see how it goes.
Wonderful. If you two will follow me.
And yeah, us two, we follow Harvard. He does not.
Mm-hmm. So Carlo stays
But
behind,
begrudgingly follows.
but Go
Go
and
has not said a
Carter-
word yet.
He's really happy, by the way. Like,
I'm noticing this.
so over here is where, and he kind of explains like random bits of like this machine, which you're like, yeah, that's common.
Yeah.
I need to look in the pile later.
Pile of clothes?
We had a random bag that had shit just disappear out of it.
Things that were important, like a book.
I need to look in that pile later. Anyway.
It's just like really basic tour. It's just, here's where they do this thing then. Here's where they're working on over here. It's nothing really important. But over here is a special thing that the main scientists are actually developing right now.
And every time he's not looking at me, I look bored. The moment he looks back at me, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, cool.
Go is going to say the first word. Let me guess. Energy from elementals.
No, but that he takes out a pen. That does sound interesting. It could be a renewable concept that can actually...
God damn it!
Carter reaches up, grabs the notebook, like pulls it down out of his face, and says, look, man, that idea right there that you were writing down, that is not a good idea. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. I say it until he nods at me.
He's not gonna.
It's not a good idea.
It's
not a good idea.
I suppose that there would probably be some drawbacks.
Lots of drawbacks. Would you like me to list them for you?
I mean, as much as I do love lists, I would like to continue the tour?
Sure, let's continue the tour. And like as he I take the notebook and I tear out that page and I hand it back to him and I crumple that and I keep it in my pocket.
Okay, so going through and he explains what's happening with the main science developers.
Okay.
Yeah, what are they doing? What's their thing?
Well, they're trying to figure out a way of actually allowing us to emit this field around here, around the entire city as it grows, to make sure that people who are safe or uncomfortable are separated. That way we don't have the issue of
Discovery Day.
D-Day.
pretty much, yeah.
You want to delay D-Day.
I mean,
You're not going to stop it, but
well,
you can delay it.
Personally, I don't really care for this. So yeah, so he just takes you to the rest of the lab, and it's all pretty cool stuff, actually. Like, it's pretty much like they're on the verge of breakthroughs.
But they shouldn't be on the breakthrough of yet.
Huh?
Putting them ahead of their time.
How are you doing on splitting people in half?
Ixnay on... I
Roll.
already gave them one plant.
Roll.
I'm trying to get a reaction. 12.
He, like, kind of stops and his face drops for a moment.
Uh-huh.
As far as I know, there is no such research.
Empathy check, go! That is
Yeah.
a +4, so 15.
I mean...
Badly.
I mean, I saw the look, and I kind of like, oh man, you know what? It's a real shame my buddy Carlo isn't here, because if he had seen that look you'd just given, he would have been all over that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let you tell me everything that you're not telling me.
What? And he just stops.
Now there's one of two things. Wait, like stops? Like time freeze?
Everything around you guys stops for a moment.
Including him?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I look around for elemental that made it stop.
You don't see anything.
Ivan, do you get anything?
We're fucking with time too much. We probably shouldn't.
Ivan, do you get anything?
He's not gone. He just can't move.
How is Ivan frozen? Oh god, that's terrifying.
Go, we have a problem.
I want to go back and see if we can check on
Carlo.
Carlo, make sure that he's not frozen.
So you just hear a voice come over and it's Andana.
Mhm.
This is what happened. However, this is not true.
Okay,
The events that we're seeing play out are not true. They've been modified?
right.
Someone is interfering.
Okay. And what do you want us to do about it?
Everything kind of reverts and you get picked right back up at the lab. It's like it just restarted.
Oh, fuck!
So we're outside the lab again.
Uh-huh.
We're in a recurrence. Great. And we're with Carlo, right?
Mm-hmm. Carlos here now too. He's like, what the fuck? But Carlos still holding a painting, by the way.
I was just gonna say, what happened on your end?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You were just
Do we remember everything?
you were
that
just messing
happened?
with the paintings because you're just like, don't
Do we
trust
remember
anything.
what just happened, though?
Oh.
Don't worry, we'll get to you in a moment.
Our brain didn't reset, right?
No, you remember everything that happened.
Okay.
I check the clothes pile for the bag.
I also, yeah, no, I'm gonna go through it to see if there's anything like that.
Are you looking for something?
Well, I mean, you said this thing pulls things that it finds important throughout time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was this time period for us where a lot of things went, and I'm like trying to keep her distracted
Important
while and like
things.
talking to her while you guys continue to look and giving you guys as much time as you
Okay,
need.
here. I don't know if we need to roll for it or not.
Not really, but
So in theory, what we're thinking is, if this pulls important things, and this thing was very important, we needed it, and it vanished. There's a good chance, because coincidences are coincidences and whatnot, that it's here.
describe the bag.
And I do my best to describe it.
It was a shoulder messenger bag,
Oh, wait, yeah. She pretty much like
and there was a book inside.
she kind of like does like a quick little drawing thing, like off a piece of paper or parchment rather.
Yeah.
Great artist, by the way.
Sure.
Draws the exact bag.
That bag.
Oh,
That bag right there.
This is one of the first items that the machine pulled. Remington took it. It's actually his science satchel.
Was there anything in the bag?
Oh, he opened it and closed it immediately and said that he was taking it.
Of course he did. Well,
But I told him, like most things here, they only have a select amount of time before they get returned or disappear.
about how long is that?
It'll vary from item to item.
Interesting.
When
Okay.
We
was it
never
that
got
that
it
happened?
back. We never got it back.
We
So
never got it
chances
back.
are.
It's still here.
A while ago, actually.
If he still has the bag right now, would that mean it's been around longer than most of the items?
Yeah,
no.
it was the first item,
Sig-
so.
It came with a couple other items, so it's tied in longevity.
Are any of those items around?
Oh, she kind of points to a necklace that she's wearing. This one.
Cool. How long have you had that?
I would I'll take a closer look at that necklace.
It came through with the bag.
How long?
Same time.
What is the period of time from then to
Whenever
when?
you guys lost the bag.
So months ago.
months ago. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember. Do you remember?
Okay. Is there
I
anything
meant from her
particular-
point of view. How long since, like, how many days have passed since it appeared for her?
The same amount of time whenever the bag disappeared for you.
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So it seems like it's parallel,
Got it.
I guess. Which is hard to think about because time. Because I had the same thought you did, that maybe their timeline is different than ours. And anyway.
My brain hurts. All right, let's do this.
Timey-wimey
So,
bullshit.
grand tour?
Oh, absolutely. I can pair you off with my assistant.
Same plan. Find the office.
I think we should definitely.
I agree.
Are there any weapons in the clothes pile?
Mm-mm. It's always been like clothing or jewelry kind of thing.
Sharp jewelry?
Damn it. There is a series of black obsidian spiked rings.
I put those on.
Cool. So you have like bootleg brass knuckles. So Harvard shows up, same greeting kind of thing, and takes you two on a tour. So you went to the painting first, just kind of. What do you do?
I'm gonna take it apart again. Look.
Okay, same thing.
Okay.
Nothing.
I put it back together and put it back up. And then, could I just roll investigation to just kind of look around for something? I don't know what I would specifically be looking for, but could I roll and see if something catches my attention?
Yes. I'm saying no to him. There we go.
Hey, 13, I'll take it. We'll take it.
Try to avoid bouncing off of this thing. This thing's evil.
It's not evil.
I don't know, knock that 14 to a 4. True. Every time you hit it, docks 10 points. Roll a 10? 0. It's not for this game. What were you rolling for? Sorry.
A investigation of the area to see if something catches my eye.
So you didn't notice it like kind of the first time kind of thing, but this painting, you were like going through them kind of thing, because at the same time, like, the wall looks correct, but there's mirror painting, so you're like, oh, maybe this one, or this one. You notice that there is a room off to the side that there's a door, has no windows, but you see a couple people going into it.
Cool. I just try to casually saunter in as the door is closing behind them.
Okay, so you do. Think almost like an IT area, so it's like technology.
But, like, is it, technology-wise, is it those giant wall computers?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Cool. I'm just going to kind of quietly observe and walk around.
Okay, so you're going through, and it's kind of, you can stay behind a bunch, it's kind of a mess.
Mm-hmm. I assume it's pretty loud, too.
Yeah, loud enough, but you can hear people talking.
Mm-hmm.
And so you hear Eleanor's voice.
Okay.
Well, if we do something like that, we're going to need an extreme power source, something that we don't have access to at this moment, Remington. And you kind of can't make out what he's saying, but you hear his, like, timbre reply. No, I'm fully aware of what my machine can do, but it doesn't pull anything. Yes, I understand. Remington, I'm concerned. Things have become strange ever since you, for one, got that bag, but two, continue to push this research. And you've been calling Alma up here more and more. I'm giving you a warning. And you hear, like, him laugh. I'm being serious. If you hurt any one of those girls, I don't care how far I have to go. I don't care how long I have to run. A single hair, and I will kill you. Now, you have an energy development you wish to talk to me about? And you hear them kind of walk off.
So can I tell, is this machine the time-grabbing machine?
It's kind of hard to say. You can infer so because it is a secluded machine, as where like everything else is kind of out in the open, but it also could connect to something else that you haven't seen yet.
Cool. Can I try to quietly carry on following them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll do so.
So you're going through, and you can see like through like a glass paneling. It's almost like two-way glass kind of thing. So it looks like wall for you guys.
Right.
But he can see you talking to Harbin. Like,
I'm making faces, just like, oh, no. Every time he turns around.
It's like, cool. So you get to a massive like circular point, and it looks one of those things where it's like it spins multiple ways.
Oh,
Oh, you mean the solar system type diagram?
Yeah, where like it can all move at different directions at different
Yeah.
times. That thing. Only thing I'm drawing from it is like X-Men.
right.
For where they put Rogue in the middle. That thing. Whatever that thing is.
well, gyroscopes look
Thank you.
like... Okay, cool.
I think that's.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
It's gyroscope.
Yeah, so a gyroscope.
Okay. Are they firing it up? Are they
No, it looks
interacting?
like it's just resting kind of thing. There's people like typing in, working on stuff, and it's like they're pointing and being like, oh, this needs to do this.
Cool. Can I glean anything from what I see them doing?
You see Eleanor look at it and look at him, and she's like shaking her head, and she's like adamant.
Because gyroscopes, what they do is focus energy. So if you have a gyroscope going, then their first application was in old clocks. It keeps a direction going, so they're focusers. So I presume, I'm connecting some dots here, and I'm trying not to meta, but I presume that this is the key to them trying to harness elemental energy.
That's not really metaing.
Okay.
I mean, because you've heard them talk about it multiple times, and since knowledge-wise of the gyroscope, I give you that inference. Also, you're a detective, so
That is your job.
and once again, she's like saying no. You can see her like it's like a different layer kind of thing. She's like no.
Cool. I'm gonna keep an eye on that situation as it progresses.
Okay. And so it stops again, restarts, and you're at the beginning of the lab again.
Okay, so we need to get to different shit.
But I'm like
every
mid
time.
gesture.
I walk right over to the table and grab the obsidian rings.
Oh, I didn't really take you for a ring person, but they do look quite lovely.
Thanks.
Now you wanted a tour?
Yeah, do you mind if we look through this stuff real quick? And I kind of like grab people over. Like, okay, so
absolutely.
I'm just interested. You know, it's really cool how you get all this stuff coming from all sorts of different timelines. And okay, what do you guys find? What'd you find?
I overheard them, Elle and Remington, Elle protesting to Remington about his research about having Alma appear in an increasing amount, and then I saw a giant gyroscope, which I presume is the key to harnessing elemental energy, empowering the time computer. Okay. It's over this way, and I head toward that door.
That's a restricted area.
Ha! Oh, well, I'll let anyone I know, if I'll tell anyone it is if I see it, and then I go through the door.
He does this all the time, and I follow.
Don't worry, I'll ring them in. I go collect them.
She kind of like, before you go, she kind of grabs you. Be careful.
Oh, wait, no, is that Elle, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Al.
Oh, well, we need the moment when Elle is talking to Remington, so we might have to start over again. I go through the door. Is Remington in there?
I'm not entirely sure of Remington's whereabouts within the lab at the moment.
Sorry.
He normally gets here before we do.
Oh, I mean, like, when I walk into the room, is Remington there?
He was not asking L, he was...
I mean, when I
He's
walk
asking
into
GM
the
when he
computer
walks
room,
in.
is Remington there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because you just walked right into it, so...
Yeah. We could wait.
Cool.
So, she tells you the whole be careful thing. You see she walks
says-
away.
Okay, she just walks away. She's turning a blind eye to us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run to catch up.
As that happens, she's here. We have work to do, people. Let's not lollygag.
Okay, so she's gonna distract everyone else. Oh boy.
I'm following you. You.
Cool.
see
I
us
take
already.
them through the computer room to the gyroscope.
Okay, cool. So as you're going through that area thing, as you're walking through, you hear that beginning conversation that you overheard the first time between Eleanor and Remington.
But now we're on the other side of where, basically, we're where it's going when they walk off.
Now you can just hear Remington.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I know you don't like my plans. Not a lot of people do, but I think if we can use the latent power within Alma, threaten me all you want, but you even understand what we have to do, correct? You know what she is. Now, I want to show you my latest energy proposal, as you said.
I was gonna kill him.
We should hide. You were gonna kill him?
I mean, that's
We're here to learn. not to change the past.
So you guys go in and you're able to actually hear what's happening this time. Remington, what is this? It's a focuser. We can draw things within, push them out, awaken things. Awaken? Remington, no. You can't awaken someone who's not an elementalist. That would cause them to be destroyed. We've never tried. No, it doesn't matter if we've never tried. It's not natural. Let's just bring in a test subject. And you see there's like this like scraggly looking kid.
Fuck that. No. I'm not hiding.
Now can I
if
kill him?
that's
Yes.
gonna happen. Now we're gonna pop out. Fuck that.
You can't. It's like something's stopping you.
Time stops us.
Is it on Donna?
We can't really
No.
affect it. We are just here watching, so... But
I
we
mean,
are
we
still
may have
gonna...
affected Elle by telling her that Alma was gonna get hurt.
Maybe.
Did you?
I don't know. But we can try, and I say we try.
Cool. What's stopping me?
Unknown forces.
Like
But
an
like, is it
invisible wall
feel like something I could push? I try to push through it. All right.
But it's not on Donna. Weird. Because last time it was on Donna.
Can they hear us?
Doesn't seem like it, but you can hear them. And it's like, once I say it's a scraggly kid. He looks older.
Sure.
But so you're just like, that's like a 16-year-old.
Do we recognize the kid by chance? Is it
Any of the boys?
Any of the boys?
No, it's one of the boys, but you get like a sense of like familiarity from it.
Sure.
Reach out and kind of past him, and he kind of points at it. So the kid like climbs into it, does the whole like the strap kind of thing, and you see he's like holding on, and just starts going off.
So it starts gyrating.
Like one layer at a time. It's like 13 layers, and just goes and goes and gets faster and faster, and you can't hear it, but you can see at one point he's like agony screaming. You see sparks going through it all.
This is not humane.
And you just see Elle just like slamming buttons on it. She's like shutting it down immediately.
Yeah, Carter's banging on whatever it is that we're trying to push through. Like he, even if he knows it's futile, he just can't.
I think we're all kind of there.
Yeah.
Unless Carlo is just like...
I mean, I was going to
heated.
start a fire, but
So it all stops, and you see the boy just like slump over, and she just runs up to him, and you see like Electrics like shock her and just like send her flying back.
Oh no. Oh shit, is it shifting their elemental alignment internally? Holy shit! Oh god!
And you see him. Oh well, that one didn't make it. Where did we get this one from again? You see him going through papers, and you hear someone over there just like, looks like he disappeared one day. Looks like Russian.
Ivan, buddy.
What was holding you back was magnetism.
Ivan, buddy. You okay?
Well, now you know. You see she runs up and she's like trying to perform like CPR on him and just get him alive.
And I'm just like, I've stopped thrashing, and I'm just like very cold and kind of...
You see Aldous stand up and she just storms off.
As she should. Does time reset again? Or is this what we were supposed to learn?
Time resets, but it's like when you reset, it's nighttime.
What? Like we went back further? To El coming
It looks like he went
forward.
different time.
where are we?
Yeah,
You're at the lab still. It's the lab that you've seen recently, but it's cold. Like it's wintry.
okay. We just don't know yet whether this is forward or backward.
Mm-hmm.
We just know it's cold and dark.
And from the outside, you see like a bunch of lights going off, like that like it's gyrating again, kind of thing. You hear a girl screaming,
It's Alma. Oh no.
and as it happens, like you see the building just like erupt with like different elemental effects coming off of it.
Carter suddenly just takes off towards the building.
As you get close, it just completely implodes, and you
This
see
is-
like it leaves behind the exact same crater.
That we've seen.
At the school.
Am I affected by this blast, or is it...
You all appear back in front of Andana,
So that's what we needed to see.
and she seems exhausted.
Yeah, she just threw us back in time for a good long while. You okay there, buddy? Go pats Carter.
So we are back to normal.
Normal
then?
time.
And we are normal, like our stuff and everything.
Yep.
Cool. Do I still have my rings?
You do. You still have those rings.
Sweet.
Remington died, right?
Remington?
Remington is dead, right?
Adonis kind of looks at you.
If he's not, he's going to be.
A part of him lives on.
Where?
She just kind of starts to cry.
What do you mean?
Carter gets up and walks away. He leaves the room.
So as you get up and leave, through this, like, the shop that you guys kind of went through, like, this weird, like, hippie occultist shop, there's a TV playing, and there's news anchors talking.
I passively acknowledge it.
What are these super-powered people, and where do they come from?
D-Day!
You look up, and it's someone, like, a video recording of whenever you guys were fighting consumed Rufus.
D-Day is here!
What's the news station?
It's in our column news station, right?
No, it's picking up from, like, outside the city.
Wait, what? How?
They have cameras in the junkyard? Were there surveillance cameras in the junkyard?
Doesn't matter. How did someone outside of our column get fucking footage?
Didn't we run into issues where videotapes and shit was disappearing?
I ask Andana and the goddess if they know what's going on.
Yeah, I come back and like, guys, we have a problem.
The goddess is gone, and Andana is passed out.
We have a very, very big problem.
You guys' phones start going off.
I check my phone, yeah.
Your messages from your mom and your sister.
No!
Messages from your employers.
I'm assuming they text me.
Messages from your employers, but they're mostly like, so you're like super powered? Cool. I have more jobs. Yo, is that you? Holy crap, can you wield lightning? Dude, you're awesome.
I'm waiting for the one from the military that's like, we need you back.
You don't get that.
Oh, that's good.
Mom and sister?
Explain!
You've been hanging on to that since you found out Go was Chinese, haven't you?
Go explain! This makes no sense, why?
So, your mom's like, what is this? What's going on? What kind of video editing is this? It's poorly made. Are you filming a movie?
Are you gonna be
I'm okay with that if mom's... What about my sister?
Your sister. So, you leave like dad, only you're doing everything cool. Awesome. Thanks. Way to be a big sister.
God damn it.
You okay over there? Because we've got problems.
I'm cursing in Chinese and I'm calling.
Right.
I'm on the phone. I'm calling my family.
I have a job for you.
My sister first.
Stop.
So, yeah.
Mom doesn't pick up her phone.
You feel energy kind of flow over you. You got Andana's approval.
Okay,
Cool.
Andana's approval.
You do your phone call.
I'm doing my phone call.
I looked to Carlo and I said, I have a job for you. Find Remington.
Ooh, I need to check.
I have a target of vengeance.
Andana?
Yeah, Andana.
Oh,
Andana O?
I mean, I feel like we just need to ask Andana when she wakes up.
We will, but just in case. Because judges have a tendency of dying after they give us approval.
yeah, let's not have that happen. Well, I try to call my sister. Does she pick up?
Ignore.
Immediately goes to voicemail. Okay, I try my mother.
Rings, and it picks up.
Speaking in Chinese. Sorry, guys. Mama, where's Mama, where's Yoon? Okay, do I recognize that as any particular male voice?
You recognize this Remington.
God fucking damn it!
You don't know this.
You don't know this!
I need you to pay me.
Did you guys make a bet over there?
No, I paid him to find Remington. Or I hired him to find Remington.
We don't know what's happening.
Pretend you're talking to your mother.
Is he saying this to me in Chinese, or is he continuing to
Oh,
speak
no,
in
it's
English?
in Chinese.
Okay,
Pretend to talk to your mother.
I continue, because I don't want anything to happen.
Now pause here. Be very careful with what you do next. I see that Andana gave you her approval. That's sweet of her. But you still don't know everything, do you? The barriers are still up, but they're weakening. Otherwise, that footage wouldn't have gotten out. Do you know what's interesting about my powers? Reply. Say something nice about your mother.
Mama, you're crazy.
You don't understand. You're just like, oh,
I'm in Chinese.
You're like, sounds so endearing.
It probably doesn't, but...
Over here, outside of character, I'm loving this roleplay, so continue.
Oh, I think you're the one that seems to be the most insane here. But, I will say something.
It's very, or at least it was very easy, to corrupt a few people within that city, tempt them with something that they've always wanted. I even gave them the exact instructions, but for some reason they believe that it involved stringing them up and hanging them from places where they're missing the bigger theme. No one has quite finished building it yet, but they will. And when they do, I'll be coming back for Alma.
Catching on that I can say whatever I want as long as it's in Chinese and has a kind inflection.
Yeah.
I say, "You sick son of a bitch. I promise you that I will find you and I will kill you." No, that's not what I say. That I will find you and this will not take place. And I will find my mother, and if you do anything to hurt her, I will kill you.
You guys hear kitty, and it's like just cute.
Oh, well, just remember, if I can make the sheriff take a video of you and leave the city, I can do a lot.
Ooh!
Take care.
How's the family go?
Possessed.
Well, it would appear that Remington may have had interaction with them. That was him. He picked up my mother's phone. That means he's in China, I think. That may not mean he's in China. He could just have her... Actually, no! It would mean my mother doesn't have a cell phone. She has a landline. So he's in China.
Yeah, so Remington's in China.
And he
Or
had the
Remington.
sheriff take footage of us out of the city and release it to the public.
I see. Well,
More news at 11.
what's the plan?
We gotta check on Donna.
Do we take her to the hospital?
How's she doing right now?
She's you can hear her getting up.
She just was exhausted.
She kind of like slowly meanders through. It appears as though people are learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of got scooped on this one, huh?
For me being able to see most things, it is nice to be surprised.
Care to give us some direction on what to do now?
I need to rest,
Sure.
but there's more that you need to do.
Yeah.
It will require the aid of someone you do not like.
Bob Dole?
That was not the time!
Bob Dole.
We do actually.
I mean, which person? It doesn't seem like we like a lot of people.
You hear the door open. Oh, it's you guys.
Is that Harvard standing behind me right now?
I kick him in the balls.
I kick him in the balls.
You guys try and he just like blocks your feet.
No, I wouldn't actually.
I actually do try.
He just, stop, I'm here to help. Listen, you don't like me, I don't like you. It's fine.
I liked you. You.
Harvard, did you get put in the focuser?
You did, didn't you?
That's where you guys have been.
Yeah.
You know, I always wondered why you seem so familiar.
Damn it!
Huh? That's still a really raw memory, so let's not talk about that. And actually, you see, like, Carter's eyes kind of start to fade, like he's dissociating, like, just from the mention of it. So,
Don't.
let's not talk about that.
Right. No, I was the like, the start
Success.
of it. Yeah.
The first success.
Can we sit?
This
I've got...
doesn't feel like a sitting time.
Yeah.
Can we sit on a plane, maybe on the way to China?
Yeah, because we need to do that.
China. No,
Yeah,
why
we're
would
going
you need to go to China?
We need to... Remington is in China. And Remington is going to die.
There is another explanation. All Remington, if it was a landline, Remington could have gotten onto it from anywhere.
That's fair.
Can you track that? But not now, because the line's cut.
Yeah, it's disconnected.
You said Remington?
Yeah, Remington.
Great. So, he takes out the bag.
The bag.
I could grab it and hand it to Go. I found your bag.
As you pull it, he's like wearing it. Okay, let me at least take the strap off.
And while I have him kind of bent over by that, I say, also, I'd like you to explain having us followed.
Which time?
Start with the first one and just go on through to the rest.
How many times did you have us followed?
Well, I mean, I was initially following us to do recon and make sure you're the ones that we needed to get here, so, I mean, like, 2 years?
Oh my god!
Well, like, 2 years for me isn't anything. It's like a blink, really.
What made us the ones that you needed?
It just clicked. I don't know. You guys reminded me of someone, which now makes sense.
And Carter once again starts to, like, fade and, like, snaps back.
Which time were we referring to? He just smiles.
The one that involved the hotel owner.
Ah, yeah, Isaac. You know, a cool dude. You know, not the most trustworthy.
Yeah, we were getting...
Elaborate.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was like the first connection point for Remington to come back.
That's how he's doing it. So he's just connecting through various people, like a puppet master.
He kind of looks at you. Yeah, I guess. He was the first connection point for him. At least that's what I think. Isaac used to be really normal, and then one day he just kind of like flipped and became real eccentric and strange for him. I mean...
Interesting. Okay. Follow-up questions, or are we good to move? Because we need to move.
We need to do both. I mean, he has plenty more that he needs to explain. And where are we going, Harvard?
Oh, I was going to take you to the library.
Let's go to the library.
Yeah.
Sure. I hope there's still not a disturbing
Have
scene
you
there.
been to the library?
Well, not that library. My library.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Because you're going to need a new assistant.
He kind of looks at you. I didn't have an assistant.
Of course he didn't.
No, I don't let anybody work with or under me anymore, not since then.
So who was the chick that was taking care of the library while you were gone?
I don't know.
Interesting.
She
Right.
was probably put there by...
Let's head to the library.
Yep, library.
So, pulls up, and you guys are at the old orphanage.
Which we haven't been to physically in this timeline yet.
Right. Oh.
Oh, he drove, by the way.
Yeah, so you drove the Jeep.
No, Jeep is with Record Store Kid. I presume
Oh,
Harvard
he
got us
gave-
there somehow.
yeah, he-
Harvard
Jeep
drove you
to-
guys.
Okay, cool. Oh, we've been here, actually.
Yeah, I mean, recently for you guys, but it's been a long time for me.
They had potatoes last time I head inside.
I follow.
Yeah.
You can see, like, remnants of, like, things that were left whenever you guys were there. Like, there's almost plates still left out. There's a toy sitting out kind of thing.
Huh.
And you see there's chunks of it that are, like, frozen. Like, there's, like, splintering wood that's, like, sparking out but not moving anymore.
So, like, it was messed up in that time explosion.
This was the only thing I really tried to do when I first got my abilities. And it doesn't seem to want to undo.
I see.
So, can you explain for me how all the girls from this orphanage in that timeline were missing in the current timeline?
This moment. The girl that was always really kind of odd, Jennifer,
Oh, groans.
she was kind of an informant for Remington. Her and the boy, Seymour. They were collecting information on the girls, marking down which ones were going to awaken as elementals, and then they would be adopted,
Conveniently.
but they would be just taken to the lab.
Do you know what happened to Elle here at the orphanage?
He looks kind of around. No. She, the last thing I saw Elle do was jumping into the machine.
Oh.
She was jumping in, pulling Alma out. And I know you asked me hundreds of times if I knew anything, but to avoid a pun, it really wasn't the right time. You weren't strong enough, and you hadn't gathered enough information on your own. I'm a keeper of time. So he's like trying to like Ran explains, so he thinks you're gonna beat him up. So you have to be at certain levels of your own inquiry so I can help you. I can't just give out information. I mean,
Sure. Timey-wimey stuff.
Okay, that still doesn't explain how the sheriff was investigating missing persons that were the girls from that time.
I might be able to offer an explanation, but it's going to be a fictional one. Time. I mean, there was the explosion with Alma, right?
Like everything just kind of
Everything got
mishmashed?
mishmashed, and this area of time is distorted heavily, which would explain why those girls are trapped in that lab with the ghosts that we interacted with. They weren't dead ghosts, they were time ghosts.
And it would explain why when we were time traveling, we were able to interact the most with this area, and the farther we were away from this area, either when we arrived or when we left, The farther away we got, the less we were able to interact.
The GM's like, yay, my players get it!
Thank God! I was like, this is gonna get so confusing in a minute. Good, yay!
Okay.
Fucking bonus experience points. I don't care, I'll give you guys dots somewhere.
Sure, we haven't gotten dots anywhere.
I was really only able to get a couple people out of here. You guys can look at, you can see like there's like stains on the ground.
Oh, fuck. So it was almost atomic?
Yeah, like it's how it froze. So think like it's like whenever like wood breaks and like splinters off kind of thing. There's pieces that are definitely broken, but the structure's still there. So it froze mid impact kind of thing. So
yeah. I mean, just being able to do what you did is amazing. So, don't beat yourself up. You did what you could. But you were taking us to your library.
It's here. It's in the basement area.
Okay.
People can't enter here unless I'm with them.
That would make sense.
So I figured this would be the safest place to keep all my stuff.
As we head down, I mentioned the bag to him because I assumed the bag isn't what was important. It was whatever book Go lost that was in the bag. Was a huge jump start for Remington and his work. So I just mentioned that to him to let him know that whatever Remington is now, he made himself through what he learned through that book.
Yeah, that's true.
In that book, a locked part of it, it's almost like a ritual to make one a supreme elemental or just under goddess.
Goddess Light?
No, that's a funny joke. That's a really funny joke.
No.
He's not goddess, he's goddess light.
I really like that joke, John. You know what? Cock stamp.
I don't drink goddess. I'm on a diet.
You know what?
I drink goddess.
That's all for you, buddy.
Light.
So I'm gonna show you things. Don't be mad. This is where I did a lot of research on you guys, so there might be some weird, nothing nude. All right, I'm respectful and not creepy. Okay, not that creepy.
So you are creepy.
Go for it.
It's my name.
Goes down there, and there's pictures, and it's you see there are other people that is crossed out, and it says not talented, yada yada, not strong enough, and they're all in a separate thing. It says alternate timeline.
Wow.
As well, so it's different universe kind of thing. But there's a massive book down there, and it's pretty much a judge compendium. Origins of the city. What parts have always been there? What parts haven't been there? And who shouldn't exist?
Oh, fuck.
Do you mind if I flip to the Who Shouldn't Exist page?
In particular.
Flips to the page.
First thing you see is Corton.
Okay, so Corton shouldn't exist.
Corton's not from this time. Corton should have died.
Even though he's a judge.
Even though he's a judge?
Corton should have died years ago. Hundreds of years ago. His power should have been passed on.
Okay. Did his power pass on when he left?
It's locked away. I mean...
I'm asking for a friend.
If someone got to him and if they took his power...
Well, Remington's the reason he left town. Does that count as getting to him?
If that's the case, then Remington probably absorbed that lightning ability.
Oh, he's taking... Oh. So when he takes it, it can't be passed on, so there's no lightning judge. Because he took it. Oh, shit.
There's another page in the back. It says elements that believed to have been... I'm going to use the word consumed, but it's consumed by Remington, and it's all the judges that have died.
So far, the list of not dead is the mayor. Oh, no, the mayor is dead. She got eaten by that fucking monster.
Which was Remington.
Oh, shit, that was Remington?
Notably on that list, you see is Leah, by the way.
Oh, shit, Lydia just disappeared.
She hadn't been seen in a long time.
2 weeks. Andana is one of the only ones who isn't dead. We also know Alanis isn't dead. Lucas isn't dead. Right now, as far as we know.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
We interacted with them recently.
Valerie died, but Valerie was able to pass on her power because she didn't die to Remington.
She died of her own.
She chose that, as if she fucking knew.
Same with Pet Friend,
Same with
Judge?
Pet Friend.
Jones, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What
People that
about,
disintegrated.
Bitch Nun?
What about who?
Bitch Nun?
Oh,
No, she was definitely killed by...
Well, since it was her trying to follow the instructions, I thought maybe it would...
The instructions were faulty in that situation. So, yeah, she's gone.
Wait, okay.
But did he get her power?
Yep.
Okay.
That's why all the souls were just
Gotcha.
Arfis, we got his approval, but we have not seen him do anything yet.
Arfis is fine.
So are we going to make Arfis our champion of light?
We'll see what happens.
Bye.